Welcome to Project Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In this video, we're going to have a bit of a change of pace from the hectic combat of the previous three videos where we were taking down this derelict ship. And I have to admit, as somebody posted in the comments, this is probably one of the toughest POIs I've done it in a very long time. And I think it wasn't tough so much from the level of opponents. It's just the way that the derelict ship's been built with all the, with hostiles spawning behind you, the potential for ambush, and having to think your way through some of the problems. And I think that actually improves the immersion. And I'm really looking forward to exploring more POIs that I thought I knew. But in this video, we're going to have a bit of a change of pace because what I want to do is actually start upgrading my ship. And what I did after the video is I did have a bit of a loop down session, and I found some really interesting stuff. I mean, I've got 6 large thrusters. These are the ones that were cooking me in the previous video. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's 7 because I think I deconstructed one by accident. I've also found, more importantly, 2 tier 3 CPU extenders. This is what we're really going to need going forward. In fact, let's just put that here, and I'm going to go down and put the tier 3 extenders in first. Because one thing I definitely want to install on this ship is a shield generator. Actually, why am I coming down? In fact, we must have stand here. So I'm going to have to use the drone to install that things. Now, something else I found in the ship was some tier 3 fuel tanks. I've put 4 of these in here, which now gives me a fuel capacity of 34,800. So that is pretty good. And the first thing we're going to do is put these extenders in. I could put them here, but they wouldn't fit properly. And we could put them, actually I'm kind of a bit let's put them there, and that will fit in there. That fits in there nicely. Of course, we're going to put in the shield generator. Sorry, brain faded a little bit. Still not totally happy with where this gravity generator is, but I think we'll see whether everything fits later on. And of course, now it means we've now got CPU stats of 1.5 million, which hopefully is going to be enough to do what I want to do. Because one thing I would like to do is actually move these constructors out the back. So we're going to come through here. Of course, one of the first things I'm going to need to do is actually take the ship apart. And one area that I want to take apart to begin with is, well, we're going to have to make sure where we are hooked up is, I want to take out this area here. Well, we're going to have to take out that thruster because we won't need it, and that thruster as well. Now, for any of you who are a bit of a perfectionist with builds, this comes with a little bit of a warning in the sense that this is going to be a little bit ad hoc, because I'm not exactly sure what I want to build out here. Well, I've got a rough idea, is probably the polite way of saying it, because I want to put the large thrusters on the back here. We're going to take you out there like that. And of course, what we're going to need is the Symmetry Plane. Because what I'd like to do is create like a bit of a nacelle effect at the back of the ship, so the ship isn't flat anymore. Well, that's the idea anyway. Oops, don't want that. I want 4. We're certainly going to bring in the hardened steel blocks. Lots of hardened steel blocks, actually. Some combat steel as well, which I want to use for the outer shifting. We're going to need some other thrusters as well. I think we'll start with I want to block this out like that. Oops, I better put the Symmetry Plane on. Otherwise this is going to be really hard work. So just come here and put symmetry plane like that. Now, what I would like to do is put, wow, these are big, aren't they? I want to put the thruster like that. We only want one on each side, I think. But at the same time, I want to put enough space above to allow me to put medium supplementary thrusters on top as well. So ring this in like that. As I say, I've got no real idea what I want to do. Let me see. If I build the main shape first, and then kind of take it from there. So if I put you down here like that, I think we're flipped to the combat blocks now. No, don't want that. Change your mind. You have to take it off this side as well. I think what I think we're gonna. I've just had a sudden idea. I've got no idea whether this is actually going to work, but oops, gone too far. We're going to put a ring round like that. Take this off the bottom here. We've got this area here. Of course, we're going to need to put X these. It's only going to have to put a full height block like that. And we'll put I don't know how many more of these combat blocks we're going to have, but so that kind of creates this effect. And then you along like that. That means we're going to have to put something in this corner on the angled block. I can never find it. I think that's it, isn't it? There. We're going to put one like that on there. I think for symmetry's sake, we got blocks. Okay. Just kind of put these up. Like that. I need to take off something. That off there. Take you out there. In fact, just pull these across the back here. Something tells me I'm going to be rebuilding this. So we've got that there. Like that. Right, if I trim this off this side, yes I have. And put you like that. How does that look? I think I want something that looks a bit different here. Let me just I don't normally work with these types of blocks, but I think maybe we put in something Let's just, where's the you there, you there. Got. I like the idea of recessing the thrusters, because that gives it a little bit of extra protection should we come under attack. And drop that in there like that, and hopefully this one will fit on that corner. That one will fit in that corner. How does that look? So that, oops, let's do it on this side. That creates a kind of a change in geometry that makes things look a little bit different. We need to have something coming across here, give extra protection there. Going to need to blend in something here. Certainly going to need to take out this area here. These are angled. Take you out as well, because that doesn't fit. Right, the next thing we need to do is replace the thrusters that I took out. Let me see. Got a thruster there. I don't really like that there now, so we'll take that out, and we'll take you out. Put the you back in there like that. We got one, two there. I mean, this is a hot zone anyway. So if I say, for example, I put in an enclosed thruster just on this corner like that, we get another one underneath, like that, right way around. I don't really want it to stick, and we could do, because the ship comes down here. So if I put this underneath like that, so we can take out this thruster here. Means we need to take out the one over here. Actually, part of me says we're going to need a bit more lift. And how many other thrusters we've got? Wow, I've got damage down under here as well. I think somebody actually passed a comment saying that I'd taken damage underneath the ship. You're buried quite deep on these sides. We got thrusters there. It tells me I'd like to put another thruster in about here, because we're going to blend the ship in. No, I think what we're going to do is we're going to double up the thrusters. Let me just reorientate. Yeah, because I'd like the extra lift if possible. We got thruster there. We got cross thruster in there, which we need to take out because it's in the wrong position, which means there should be one there as well. Take you out. We put you, say, about there. What we can do now is just fill this area here, because what I want is a 3x3 here, so that we can put a secondary weapon on here, And of course we're going to fill in this area here like that. And of course we're going to need to put, I think we'll come out a bit like that. We'll take out this area here, and probably this one as well, fly over this way, and if we put in, we've got some combat steel still left over, so we can put that there, that there, that there, so that kind of gives a shaped in direction there. And I'm going to put you there like that for the side pieces. I'd like to kind of bring the side nacelle in over these windows. So, the next thing we're going to need to do is take out this internal structure here. Let's take out this on this side. I can always put it back in again should I need to. So take out that, that and that. Take out the end of the windows as well. Have I done that? Yep. We're going to need to put in, drop combat steel in there. And I think I'd like combat steel in that corner there. I'm going to go back to harden there and there. Maybe alongside that thruster up there, like that, and like that. I think we're going to take this back one more row here, like that. I think we'll put 2 blocks underneath like that. That kind of gives me some space here. But ideally what I'd like to do is put a block there. Oops. Back to the, sometimes it's easier with the I think we're just kind of block this in here so that we got a fairly thick layer of protection. And we just zoom out there. I think we're going to bring this, because we've got layers here, so we'll come here. What I'm doing is just blocking in the shape of the nacelle coming into here. Have a look here. So we're getting a little bit of a delta look here. Just take this out. Get these 3 out on each side as well. Just kind of bring this forward. If we imagine we're bringing the angle in here like that, I think the next thing I want to do is, I don't want to spend the whole video just working on the back of the ship because I'm aware that it's not exactly that interesting. And we do need to put a couple of other things in. So just come up here. And we need some oxygen as well. As I say, I do need to pick up these constructors and move them back into the hangar deck. First things first, we should... where's the... Oh, there's the... I certainly want to put the shield generator in as well. So I don't want to keep building out everything just to find that I can't put the shield generator in, because that would be a little bit embarrassing. There we are. I'm going to drop that in there. Next thing I want to do is just make sure I can still fly around inside of here to work. Oh, yeah, that's great. So we've now got a shield generator. In fact, that's a little bit higher than it didn't really go to the bottom. Okay. We're just going to change that again. We'll do it with the drone. Spawn area. Okay, we'll just stand back here. Make sure we can try again. What's actually blocking it? That should be it. I think that is... Oh, I know why. Apologies, guys. I kind of put these in just as a marker, didn't I? Yeah, that's it. That's better. It kind of puts it down in the hull of the ship and leaves space above for me to fly around in. So we've now got a shield generator in. I just want to check the CPU stats. So that's taking me up to 770,000. Next thing I like to do is we're going to come here and we're going to pick up the advanced constructor and that, because this will give me more space in this area. Going to do is going to deploy the large constructor. There's the advanced constructor. Put the advanced constructor. Actually we'll put it about there, and then we'll put the large constructor on this side. What that means is I've still got plenty of space in the center here for ships, but it means that these constructors are now tucked away. Right, the next thing I need to do is hook these back up again. So just come in here. Where is it? Constructor in, and we'll have you connected to ammo. I can see what I can make. You constructor in, and you connected to ammo. Next thing I'd like to do is just I want to check, is this the advanced constructor or the normal constructor? Looks like we've actually got to the advanced constructor now. We've now got the constructor set up. What I need to do now is actually work a little bit more on the outside of the ship now. Again, open the door, because we need... Actually, let me just group those thrusters up because they're burning fuel. Okay. Auto group everything. Come here, turn the thrusters off. So we've now got this area here, and what we need to do now is start blending in the ship so that it kind of fits with what's going on. I don't think these windows are really going to work, are they? Take out the windows for the moment. Just come in here. Actually, let's just take out this internal wall here. Kind of just open up this a little bit, so that we got a bit more space here. So we'll just kind of open this up like that. I think what I'd like to do. Now we're kind of going into aesthetic mode now. I think we'll just come back like that a little bit. Possibly like that. have you got there? That's not right. To take you out that side. I have the same problem on this side. Was it just a... It must have just been an aberration. So just put in... Just put combat steel in there. I mean, I can always upgrade all these to other bits and pieces as well. Actually, what we got space for here. So, just 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Got 2 more here, so just going to you. Whoops, on that corner there. So that hardens up that bit there. I need, right, we can put in a block there. I think we're just come back to like that. And then what have I got underneath here? We need to fill in this area now. Just gonna need to take out these across the bottom like that. This is the same over here. Yep. Got that there. So looks like I'm gonna run out of blocks. No, put you there. You there. Of course, we can't drop down any lower. I think if we come there and possibly there. That gives me the gun platform here. Practice. Part of me says we put the gun platform there. We got here. We need a block there. And then we need to put something in here that will blend that into there. Let me just check that that's the same on each side. Yep, it is. So that's going to be a bit tricky getting a block in there, but I'm pretty sure there is one for it. Whereas I can never find these blocks very well. Don't think that is it. Is it? Hard to tell sometimes. No. What I'm going to do is I'll do that block off camera. Because it's going to take a little while to fill that in. I think the only thing I can do in this video is actually just shape in the main part of the ship. So we're quite happy with that. We need to fill in that bit there. So what's it? It's going to be a really super thin block here. Just drop you in there. That completes that part of the ship. We've got this corner here, and we can just do the bits that I definitely want to kind of fill in. So that gives a bit of symmetry there. We're gonna start bringing the ship in from this point of view, like that, down there. Which means we'll just put some 2 blocks in there, make that solid. I think this corner we'll go for that bit. I think if we give this a bit of a sharp angle here, and we can do the same up here, like that. That kind of cuts that angle and gives me this bit here. And then what I can do here is put in something like this here. And then put, let me just see if I can design this in a way that makes sense. So say for argument's sake we put that in there like that. Then that will come in on the side of the ship here like that. You can come in like that. We're going to need... we're actually completely out of blocks. Have I got any... Right, we got more. What's this? That's hardened steel. That's armoured concrete blocks. I don't want those. Hardened steel. Yeah, we got a few other blocks in here. Combat steel. Some more hardened steel blocks there. Got 102. Got some ordinary steel blocks. Of course, we got Xeno steel blocks, which I can use as well. In fact, what I could do is, because this area is could be a little bit vulnerable. What we could do is just put in a couple of Xeno steel blocks in here like that. And then to allow texturing, we can just put in that in there, that in like that. So that blends in this part of the ship. Need to find some way to kind of give this ship, this bit of the ship, some more shape, I think. So we're going to need to blend that in like that. This area here is now kind of built up. Got the thrusters. Got this here. Just take a look on the inside and see what that looks like. It's a little bit of a shame that we've lost the what we call it, in fact, I think what we are going to do is we're going to kind of possibly bring in that like that, and then we'll go back to combat steel blocks. I think I will stick with this here and that there and that there. So that kind of brings the ship in like that and makes it a little bit more solid. What we need to do now is try and find some way to blend in this part of the ship. We have to take out these parts of the floor on this side, and we'll have to go over and do it on the other side. Two, three. Let's take that one out as well. It's no problem to put it all back in again if we need to. We got that bit there. I think we can bring out the base floor, 3 blocks like that. 4 blocks come out to there like that, and then if I put in 1, 2 there, that actually gives me also some platforms for some more sentry guns, possibly even turrets here, because that's a 3x3 as well. So we could have a turret there, and because this drops down a bit, we could possibly put a couple of turrets in there. In fact, I could put some retractable turrets in here, couldn't I? Oh, that's actually pretty flat, actually. I actually like the idea of a couple of turrets there. Actually, what can we go weapon-wise? Just see, weapon-wise, capital vessel. We got some rocket launchers. I wouldn't mind a couple of rocket launchers. Laser turrets, artillery turrets. Artillery turrets are probably a little bit on the heavy side. Actually, we got rocket launchers and pulse lasers. Okay, let me just... Yeah, if I keep this wide like this, there's nothing to say that later on we couldn't mount some heavy weapons on this side like that. I'm starting to feel it a little bit now. I'd probably like to put a couple of rocket launchers here to give us lateral cover, and then a couple of turrets underneath. In fact, I think we're going to go for that. Let me just see. I actually unlocked everything. We're going to get a couple of those. I'm not artillery turrets. I'm sure that used to have anti-aircraft guns. Was that or was that my imagination? What we got down here? Got Sentinel flak turret. That looks. What does this ammunition does this need? Sentinel flak shells. I'm not sure if we can. Let's unlock that. I mean, I've got light railgun turret here. What is ammunition? Light railgun slugs. Cruise missile launcher. Wow. Let's have a quick look at. Just want to make sure that we can make the ammunition first. We've got Sentinel flak ones. This needs titanium plates, magnesium powder, nitrocellulose. We've already got ordinary flak shells. What fires all flak shells then? Got a Vulcan turret here. All Vulcan rounds. Wow. Maybe the flak tower goes to a base. Projectile turrets. Must admit, I'm still trying to sort out the new weapon that's on there. I think we're going to make a couple of rocket turrets. That's going to hurt my zirconium alloy. In fact, we may only be able to make one, which could be a bit annoying. Projectile turrets, projectile turrets. Got a small Vulcan turret here. We've got a heavy railgun, Sentinel flak turret. Right, we need a schematic for that. So we can't make that at the moment. So what we're going to have to do is just fall back on our traditional turrets for CV, projectile turrets. We're going to need to make a couple of those. What I'm going to do is just wait and build those, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, seems I can only build one rocket turret at the moment, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just to show you, if I come in here and we come back to here, weapons, sorry. Where is it? Yeah, good old zirconium alloy. So we're going to certainly have to go and try and find some zirconium alloy. But I think what we can do to begin with is I think rather than mount them on the side, let me just see. I think what we'll do is we'll give ourselves a little bit of a rear defense here. We could give ourselves some front defense actually. Oh, go on, you can do it, Gate. Okay, I'm gonna have to walk through the ship. So what we'll do is I think we could possibly mount the let me just see, where can we put what we could do we'll put this on the top here for the moment, like that. What that will do is give us a kind of all-round top defense here. We have to run all the way back down the ship again. This is one of the problems of building large capital vessels when you which get too big. Let me just see. Got a couple of these. I think I'm going to make it 2 more just to give me the extra defense. I mean, these are quite good to build, so And what we're going to do is mount these underneath, possibly in this position. What's this minigun turret? We're going to use cannon turrets underneath. I don't think that will actually. I don't think it will infringe on the thing. If I can put it like that, that means it's gonna. We're gonna have to bring everything back one more, aren't we? Yeah, I think what we're going to do is rotate you stick out like that. And that means we're going to have to put in a block there. That gives us a turret underneath to help the defense. There's some more damage just there. Okay, we need to repair that. A little bit more there. Wait, look on this side. So that turret there, The other two turrets finished now. Yeah, good. Thank you, game. Defenses. So rotate you that way. Put it down that way a little bit, like that. Right, let's just check the ammunition. We got projectile rounds, 30mm, so we can like that now. So we effectively now we've upgraded our defenses. We've upgraded our thrusters, a bit more thrust that way, a bit more down thrust. We got more lift as well. And what we're going to need to do now is just kind of add in this area here. Okay, we may have to rework this bit here, as it kind of sticks out a little bit like that. So what I'm going to do is just take this out. I'm just going to retrieve these blocks along here like that. On that side, take you out across like that. Just fill you in with that there. Probably the best way to do this now is we take out this. Oops. Take you out across like that. Fly back over the other side like this. This is very much designing on the fly. But now you can see the reason why I wanted to put the guns in first before I finished off the ship, because the guns are very much part of the overall design, so you do need to consider them as you go forward. And what we can do now is just shape in that like that. Actually, I think what we will do is just keep this design going in this area like that. Going to make the ship look a little bit blocky, but what we could do underneath here is kind of do what I did before, which is put that in like that. So we got a bit of an angular section here. We need to blend in, do something about this bit across the top here and down the bottom, but I'll do that off camera. I think we've got the general structure of the ship now. It's just what I need to do now is just kind of fill in the various bits and pieces. And of course, I'm upside down at the moment. We need to look at it from that perspective. That makes it a little bit more presentable. We could probably do something about this transition here, and I actually quite like that kind of slightly. Or we could do something with respect to across here. This blends in as well, and so I think I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to like the ship quite considerably. And of course, something else I'd like to do down here is, because we've now got a bit more space in here, for other stuff. I certainly would like a repair bay down here. Something else I would like if we got, yeah, we got some med kits. Don't think we've got an O2 station, have we? It's a bit of a shame that I've had to take the windows out though, but that's the way it goes. I would like to put a med station just in there. The other thing I wouldn't also mind is a wireless connector. I don't think I've got any more. Let me just knock up a wireless connector. I can find it. You know, I'm just gonna make. Let me just book that up. Where's the? And I think what we'll do is we'll just tuck the wireless up on this corner here. The reason I'm putting a wireless in here is because the ship's getting so long, having 2 wireless connectors will make a difference. I think what we could possibly do here is just get some steel blocks. Got 18, we've got 73 steel blocks. Just we're gonna kind of enclose the thruster here. We're gonna get a little bit of a corner there, but I think we'll be okay. Just this is purely aesthetics. So just put that in there like that. Just put you there, and we're just kind of enclose this down here like that. I mean, we'll have a little bit of a chop out there, but I don't think that's the end of the world. And we'll just bring this in here like that, and that kind of lines this bit up here. I think we can do the reciprocal here as well, so just put you down like that. Whoops. There like that. Put you in like that. So that leaves enough of an area here to put in some other devices should I need them. I'd say the one that comes to mind is a repair bay. Why is that? Oh no, it does fit. And that fits into there. And of course I've actually duplicated them. I suppose I could have 2 med stations, so I don't have to walk all the way backwards and forwards across the ship. I wouldn't mind an O2 station down here as well. Can we build that? See, we got here water generator. If we can find a, I don't think I've got any other O2 stations, so we're gonna need, there we are, capital vessel O2 station. One of those. Right, we've got the O2 stations. The other thing that I've just remembered is possibly an armor locker. Let me just put the O2 stations in. Put the O2 stations just on this corner as well. So that gives me the O2 station. The only other thing that's occurred to me, I'm going to break all that connection, is if I go to building materials, just want to see whether I'm, oh look at that, I had another wireless connector. Actually just do something. But I'm just gonna chip in here like that, and we'll put the other wireless connector there. So we got 3 wireless connectors. I know it's over the top, but okay. We've got medical devices, ventilators. I don't really believe in ventilating the thing. I certainly wouldn't mind an armor locker down here as well. Probably put the armor locker. Okay, have I got the wrong armor locker? Yeah, this is an SV armor locker. I'll put the armor locker in later on. Let me just hook this up. what armored concrete blocks is. We'll get some steel blocks in, and just drop you in up here. Just drop you in there. That gives me 3 wireless connectors, which should give me maximum coverage. And I've just realized I've gone way over time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. I'll do a little bit more work off camera just to tidy things up. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.